A High Court challenge has begun to put a stop to the federal government's controversial postal vote on same-sex marriage. The voting forms are set to be mailed out next week, but if the campaigners are successful, it will be cancelled in a matter of days.
Felicity Marlowe and her partner Sarah have 3 children together. She worries about the impact of the postal vote.
Families like mine and trans and gender diverse young people have already, without the campaign even being started, been subjected to vile hate and abuse.
Dozens of supporters joined Felicity at the High Court to challenge the postal vote on same-sex marriage.
We will be arguing that the government doesn't have a legal basis to fund this plebiscite.
Ron Merkel QC argued the government doesn't have parliamentary approval to spend the $122 million needed for the ballot.
We think that the government can't try to sidestep Parliament by spending public funds on a process that is unnecessary.
They also claim it's inappropriate for the Australian Bureau of Statistics to conduct the survey. If the challenge is won, the postal ballot will be cancelled and voting forms won't be sent out from September 12. The advocates will then lobby for Parliament to have a free vote on the issue.
We hope the matter will go back to Parliament, and we hope finally our federal parliament will stop delaying, stop dragging this out.
The hearing is scheduled for 2 days. The government will respond tomorrow. Melina Saras, 7 News.
Advocates for marriage equality have taken their fight to stop a postal vote all the way to the High Court. Challengers say the plebiscite is costly, divisive and offensive to the LGBTI community. Jade Vincent was in court.
Mum of 3, Felicity Marlowe, has joined the High Court challenge to stop what she describes as a public vote on the legitimacy of her family unit.
LGBTI parents like myself and Sarah have been called unworthy, unnatural. We've had our ability to parent properly questioned.
Lawyers for Ms Marlowe and independent MP Andrew Wilkie argued the federal government does not have the authority to spend $122 million to fund the postal plebiscite, as there is no urgent or unforeseen requirement.
Today we hope to save the taxpayer $120 million.
They also submitted it was inappropriate for the Australian Bureau of Statistics to conduct the survey on a matter of personal opinion, claiming a yes or no response can't be considered a statistic. If the High Court finds against the postal survey, there'll be an immediate push for the government to allow a free vote in Parliament. But if the judges rule that the plebiscite can go ahead, marriage equality advocates say their next move is to campaign as hard as they can for a yes vote.
Just bring a private member's bill into the Parliament, let's debate it, let's vote on it, let's send it up to the Senate, and we could have marriage equality in Australia by the end of next week.
I do hope that the High Court stands with us and understands the government needs to just get on with its job and not drag us through this horrendous 8-week campaign.
Tomorrow, the Commonwealth will present its case. The High Court's ruling will be anxiously awaited, as voting forms are due to be mailed out next week. Jade Vincent, 9 News.